What is up people, this is Power Triathlete here. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create a custom phone mount for your existing Garmin mount. This is especially helpful if you use apps on your phone such as TrainerRoad for your training. Take note that this is only for indoor use only. Please do not attempt to use this outdoors. So what do you need for this project? We need a hard phone case such as this one. It fits my iPhone 6 well. It has a flat back. We're going to be doing some adjustments here later on. Next, we're going to use an epoxy resin. In this case, I'm using JB Weld. It's a 2-part epoxy. It works well with metal, wood, plastic, tile, PVC, ceramic, fiberglass, concrete, and more. And I'm using this is because it has a very high tensile strength of close to 4000 psi. It sets in about 6 hours. Cure time is about 24 hours, and it cures in a very nice dark gray color. You will also need one of these. This is a SRAM Quick View computer mount adapter. This is basically the male version of your Garmin mount. We will be attaching this to the back of the phone case later on. A popsicle stick and some sanding paper. In this case, I'm using a 240 grit silicon carbide waterproof paper. So first up, let's get this guy out of the box. As you can see, it has two sides. So the first side is the male side, which goes and attaches to your Garmin mount, and the other side which has the wording SRAM and a small triangle. This is designed to be used with cat-eye cycling computers. We're going to be removing this. We want this side to be perfectly flat so that it makes good contact with the epoxy that we'll be using. You can use any methods to remove these two notches. You can use a handsaw, you can also use a Dremel, but in my case I've used a hot knife and some sanding paper. You can see the outcome here. It's perfectly flat, but it's also coarse enough to be able to have a good bonding surface later on with the epoxy. Next step is to define the area that we will be putting the Garmin mount. As you can see, I've traced out the somewhat rough idea of where the mount should be. Now you should be checking this a few times on the actual Garmin mount that you have on the bike so that you have enough space and also clearance between the Garmin mount and your stem. The scratch line that I've done on the paint is basically a guide for me to use so that I can have an estimation of where I should sand. You can see here that I've done the hard sanding using the sanding paper, and that basically removes the paint from the phone casing, and that leaves us with a very nice, smooth, very shiny surface for us to bond with the epoxy. Now you want to make sure that the plastic mount fits well on the phone case and all the areas that needs to be sanded has been sanded down. And the most important step is to make sure that the two surfaces that will bond with the epoxy is completely clean. I highly recommend that these two parts, the phone case and also the plastic mount, to be washed with a dishwashing liquid soap. Make sure both are completely dry before we go to the next step. Let's go ahead and take this 2-part epoxy out from this packaging. Take some spare paper cardboard that you don't use anymore, and then squirt the 2 parts in equal amounts. Use a popsicle stick, and we're going to be mixing these two together. Take your time to mix these 2 parts together. We want to have a very homogeneous mixture at the end of the day. Here comes the hard part. Use the popsicle stick, transfer the epoxy mixture at the area that you have sanded down. With a little bit of patience, place the plastic mount onto the epoxy. Make sure everything is well aligned and well centered. If you made a mistake, you still have time to readjust and redo it because of the long curing time. Once everything is okay, let it cure for 24 hours. This is how it looks like after it's fully cured. As I said, this phone case is for my iPhone 6, so let's go ahead and test it out. As you can see, it works exceptionally well, so you don't have any more excuse not to work out on your trainer. You can also use this for the upcoming Zwift iOS app. It will be great to be able to train effectively even if you have a dummy trainer and a smartphone. So guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click on the like button, subscribe, and have a nice day.